Hello out there in the sightless world viewers. This is Freddie Downs. Today we're going to make one of my recipes to green beans. Now I like to take fresh green beans or frozen, and you cut the tip on each side. Oops. Fold back your thumbs in your hand so that it's not cut when you're cutting, and use your nail as the guide. Cut down, flip the bean sprout over, and go to the next one, do the same thing. I learned the technique of bending your fingers down at San Diego Center for the Blind with Mary in the kitchen. So we'll say hi out there to Mary. She has since retired. We have one more to go. Cut. Make sure that gets off. Flip. And then I put my knife behind the faucet so that when I'm washing dishes, it's not in the water to cut me without me knowing. Learned that from Mary as well. I tell you, my grandmother looked at me and she said, "Boy, you are not promised a wife. Get in this kitchen, let me show you how to cook." So when I lost my eyesight and went to the Center for the Blind, I was, what do you call it? I was kicking myself all the way, saying I do not need to learn lessons in the kitchen because I cook already. But I did learn a lot of techniques. So we will let that drain or shake it. And then we're gonna walk on over here to the pot. Oops, sorry. Pour in. Turn the eye on. Now let's go back over to the sink. Take our onions and put them in.
The peppers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Peppers. Thank you, T. You trying to say I'm blind?
Maybe.
And then, clean as we go. Let's go get the onions, since those were the peppers. Walk back over. Get grounded, know where you are. I washed them earlier before I diced them up, but you know, just to rinse them off. Would you tell me, where did I put the mushrooms?
Oh, they're over here too, by the pot.
I'm sorry, where?
By the pot for me.
Oh, yeah. Just get that excess water off, taking it back over. When people saw my first video, they gave me a lot of criticism about not wearing shoes in the kitchen. So you see I have my shoes on. So I like mushrooms, red onion, red bell pepper, and seasoning. So we'll do the seasoning next. Let's add the mushrooms. Oh. I had a professor, Professor Shirley Jr., and she loved my green beans. This was back in the 80s. I saw her at a funeral a few years back. So we'll call these green beans a la Shirley. Let's put a little seasoning in there. Let it cook on medium heat. And I will see you back at part 2. Thank you very much for tuning in.